When the earth was first formed, there were numerous amazing and beautiful natural wonders that naturally formed all over the earth. One will be totally amazed if they were to see these natural wonders that formed all over the earth. However, as the years have gone by, many of these natural wonders have disappeared due to the evolution of man. Rise and fall of empires, mining, burning, the Industrial Revolution, building of countries and cities, rise of technology, global warming, all these have caused many of these natural wonders to disappear as man continues to leave their imprints all over the world. However, in the year 2021, despite the impact of man all these years, there are still numerous natural wonders all over the world, still untouched by man. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the Amazing Things channel, and here are 5 amazing natural wonders still found all around the world. Number 1. The frozen bubbles in Abraham Lake. Abraham Lake, located at Western Alberta, Canada, has a natural phenomenon which will blow your mind away. Typically, when a lake freezes during cold temperatures, the bubbles below the lake dissolve into water and freeze along with the lake. However, this is not the case for this lake. When this lake freezes, the bubbles below the lake do not dissolve and freeze. In fact, the bubbles freeze along with the lake. Quite fascinating, right? These frozen bubbles under Alberta Lake Abraham may look like winter jewels, but you wouldn't want to be close to them if one were to pop. The frozen bubbles are actually frozen pockets of methane, which is a highly flammable gas. Most of the time, methane escaping from the surface of the water is relatively harmless, but if you happen to be lighting a match at the time one of these bubbles explodes, now you're probably wondering how methane is entrapped in the lake. Well, this is actually an interesting piece of fact. Typically, when dead organic matter, for example leaves and animals, falls into the water, it sinks to the bottom of the lake. At the bottom of the lake are millions of bacteria awaiting for dead organic matter to be present so that they can be munched on. This dead organic matter is actually a food source for the bacteria at the bottom of the lake. The bacteria then munches on the matter and poops out methane, which turns into white floating bubbles when it comes into contact with the frozen water. This is how methane is entrapped in the lake and how the bubbles are formed when the lake is frozen. When the bubbles are formed, the sight to behold is really amazing. Many tourists and photographers flock to this lake to take amazing pictures for their memories and photo collections. Number 2. The Cave of Crystals. The Cave of Crystals is a natural marvel located in Chihuahua, Mexico. The caves consist of the largest natural crystals ever discovered, hence the name Cave of Crystals. However, within the surrounding walls of the cave is actually thick magma, which actually makes the cave unbearably hot and humid, and thus it has remained largely unexplored. Nevertheless, this subterranean spectacle is unquestionably one of the world's most remarkable displays of natural mineral formations. The Cave of Crystals is connected to Naka Mine, which is 300 meters below ground level in Naka, Chihuahua, Mexico. While the cave is referred to singularly as the Cave of Crystals, it is in fact made up of 3 conjoined caves with one far larger than the others. This gigantic cavern is home to towering stacks of selenite, rising so tall that humans appear minuscule in comparison. In fact, the tallest crystals have been measured at 11 meters, weighing approximately 55 tons. These giant crystals have experienced a steady slow growth over the past 500,000 years. Approximately 2 to 3 miles under the surface is a giant pool of magma which rises from the Earth's core. This heat from this magma makes the cave unbearable for any substantial amount of time. In fact, no human can spend more than a few minutes inside the cave. Temperatures of 150 degrees Fahrenheit have been recorded in the main chamber, whilst the smaller caverns are slightly cooler at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. To add an extra layer of dangers, conditions are close to 100% relative humidity. Number 3. The Submarine Shores of Vatho. As if the islands of the Maldives weren't already heaven on earth, come nighttime, Vatho Island reveals another mystical surprise: glowing blue waves on the beautiful sandy shore of Vatho Island. This sight literally looks like something straight out of a fantasy film, but of course, it's not a fantasy film, it's a real place and anyone can visit it. The Vatho Islands is one of the islands of Ra Atoll located in the Maldives. This island is a really tiny island with a population size of only 500 people. But what makes Ivanhoe Island stand out is the neon blue shoreline emitted by the ocean when it's dark. The phenomenon is called the Sea of Stars. Sounds like a fantasy film phenomenon, right? It's actually not. It's a natural chemical reaction with a fancy name, bioluminescence, which takes place when the water is disturbed by oxygen. Now you guys are probably wondering, what is bioluminescence? I have never heard of such a thing before. Well, this is a rather complicated process, so I will try my best to explain it as simply as possible. Basically, the oceans surrounding Ivanhoe Island consists of phytoplankton, a marine microorganism that floats around the surface of the water. As the phytoplankton float, movement in the water sends electrical impulses around a protein-filled compartment inside them. These electrical pulses open the voltage-sensitive proton-ion channels into scintillants, the flashing unit inside them. The pH in the cytoplasm changes, then creates a series of chemical reactions, which activate a protein called luciferase. When luciferase is mixed with oxygen, the neon blue line is created. Thus, this is how the shores of Ivanhoe have a nice neon blue color at night. Tourists flock to this island and await for the night sky so that they can explore and take wonderful pictures of the neon blue shoreline of Ivanhoe Islands. Number 4. The reflective salt flats in Bolivia. Bolivia, one of the world's beautiful and amazing countries, also has one of the world's largest natural phenomenon. The Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest sand flat, or playa, at over 10,000 square kilometers in area. It's in the Daniel Campos province in Potosi in the southwest Bolivia, near the crest of Andes at an elevation of 3,656 meters above sea level. Here are some interesting facts about one of the most breathtaking locations found in the world. Measuring at 10,582 kilometers, Salar de Uyuni is the biggest salt flat in the world. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Salar de Uyuni is a cemetery for trains. It contains all the trains that were used in mining during the 1940s and currently attracts thousands of tourists every year. At times, the salt flat is covered in very clear water, making it the largest natural mirror in the world. It was believed that Salar de Uyuni was completely flat. That is why Salar de Uyuni is also referred to Salar de Tunapa, or salt flat enclosure in Spanish. An estimated 11 billion tons of salt is believed to be within Salar de Uyuni. Do you guys know that even NASA uses Salar de Uyuni to find out positioning of their satellites? That's pretty cool, right? Also, there are 80 species of birds visiting and migrating at Salar de Uyuni, including 3 different species of flamingos. All these events makes the Salar de Uyuni one of the most desirable attractions in the world, and tourists flock to this area just to catch all the different activities going on in the area. And lastly, number 5, the light pillars of Moscow. Moscow is a beautiful city with beautiful sights and activities to do. But what makes Moscow unique is a rare natural phenomenon that only occurs on Christmas Eve. The phenomenon is called the light pillars, and these pillars only appear in the sky over Moscow on Christmas Eve. On Christmas 12 AM, Moscovites have witnessed this rare natural phenomenon. This optical phenomenon occurs due to the reflection of light from ice crystals with near horizontal parallel planar surfaces. The light can come from the sun, usually at or low to the horizon, in which case the phenomenon is called a sun pillar or solar pillar, which is formed by the reflection of sunlight or moonlight by ice crystals that are present in the Earth's atmosphere. Here are some other interesting facts about the light pillars. The light pillars look like a thin column that extends vertically above or below the source of light. The light pillar is prominently visible when the sun is low or lies below the horizon. It normally forms an arc that extends from 5 to 10 degrees beyond the solar disk. Light pillars can sometimes also be seen arising from the moon. Light pillars have also been known to produce false UFO reports. Niagara Falls is one such area where the mist from the Niagara Falls causes the phenomenon to appear frequently during the winter months, where the ice crystals interact with the city's many outward-facing spotlights to create prominent light pillars. Since the light rays forming the pillars are reflected, they take on the color of the incident light. One good example is when the sun is higher in the sky, pillars are white or bright yellow in color. but when it's near the horizon and its light color dominantly orange, gold or red, so is the resulting pillar. All these facts, coupled with the fact that this only occurs in Moscow and only during Christmas Eve, has resulted in many tourists going to Moscow during this period to catch a glimpse of this rare phenomenon. And these are the 5 amazing natural wonders found all over the world. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know any other natural phenomena that you guys think are out there in the world, and do you agree or disagree with my list? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and of course, as always, stay tuned to the next video.